So reading a ruler, really, it's about fractions, right? Understanding fractions, equivalent fractions. So we're going to pretend that this is a ruler and that this is an inch. So here's the 0, and down here is 1 inch. It's very easy when you're looking at something, right? If this was a candy bar or a piece of paper or whatever, right? And I said, break the candy bar in half or fold the paper in half, right? It's very easy to kind of look and find the middle of something and figure out like where the half is, right? Whenever you're reading a ruler and you're going, to an inch, whatever this inch is, it may not, be 0. If this was down the ruler somewhere, this could be 72 inches and 73 inches. It doesn't matter, right? If we're between those inches, it's easy to find the half. Now, here's the thing. You notice on rulers too, right? You've got different size lines. The longest lines are the inch lines. Half is the biggest fraction that you can make, right? So they're the next longest lines. Notice they're a little bit shorter, right? A little bit shorter than the inch lines. Easy to find the half. Well, then, if what you're measuring doesn't go right to the half inch, right? It's one of the other lines. You can look between the inch there on the left and the half, and it's easy to find the middle and split that. And then from the half to the 1, it's easy to find the middle and split it. And notice now that these lines are shorter than the half inch, shorter than the inch line. So what fraction have we made now? We've divided it into how many equal parts?
Fourths.
1/4, equivalent fraction. 1/2 is 2/4, 3/4, 1 is 4/4, right? So notice all the lines that are bigger than the 1/4 line are also fourths. So the fourth, the half, 3/4, and the full inch, those are also fourths. If you're measuring something, but it doesn't go to a fourth or a half or the full inch, you can look between the 0 and the fourth and you can split that in half visually, right? It's easy to just look and kind of find it. But on the ruler, it makes it even easier because you're just looking for the next shortest line between the 1/4 and the half, the next shortest line between the half and the 3/4. Right? What fraction am I making now?
Eighths.
And notice, right, all the blue lines, same length, but all of the eighths are that length line and everything that's taller than the eighths also. 1/8, 1/4 is your 2/8. Here's 3/8, half, 4/8. So down here, 5/8, 3/4, 6/8, and the whole, you're 8/8. And if you're not sure, right, because it doesn't have those, so you just go, okay, well, here's the half, here's the 1/4, so that one's the 1/8. So all the lines that length plus all the ones taller than those are 1/8. So if you were measuring, right, from here to here, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. 1/4, we started, right, we had 1/4 and we divided it by 2. How do you do that mathematically when you're dividing a fraction?
Keep change flip. You keep the 1/4. You turn the division sign into a multiplication sign, and you put the 2 on the bottom and put the 1 on the top.
Right. You multiply by the inverse, right? Well, this is why. Because you're taking the fourths, you're splitting them each into 2. That's dividing by 2, right? You're dividing it into 2 equal pieces. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8. So that shows you for all the 4 pieces, you're making 2 pieces out of them, and that's 8 total pieces. That's how that math works. That's why you flip and you multiply by the inverse. Now you can split the 1/8 in half visually just by looking. The 1/8 and the 1/4, 1/4 and 3/8. You can split all of those 1/8 in half. So you do 1/8 divided by 2 over 1. So that's 1/8 times 1 over 2, 1/2. And there you get your 1/16. So the black 1/16 line, those are all the same length. So all of those plus all of the lines that are taller are your 16ths. So you got your 1/16, 2/16, which is the same as 1/8, 3/16, 4/16 is the same as a quarter, because 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. Then your 5/16, 3/8 is 6/16, 7/16, 1/2 is 8/16, 9/16, 5/8, 10/16, 11/16, 3/4 is 12/16, 13/16, and then I forgot to put 7/8, so that would be 14/16, 15/16, and then 16/16 is the same as 1. So if you're measuring a line from the 0 to, say, here, and you're not sure what line that is, what fraction it is, start at the half, and then go halfway there, quarter, and then halfway between the 0 and the quarter is an eighth, and half between the 0 and the eighth is a 16th, and that's the length of the line that the line you're measuring goes to, so those are 16ths. So you start at that first 16th, and then every line that's longer than the 16th is also a 16th, and you can count them. 1, and then an eighth is 2/16, 3/16, the quarter is 4, 5/16, 3/8, 6/16, 7/16, half is 8/16, 9/16, 5/8 is 10/16, and then 11/16. So if you're measuring a line from here to here, you have to figure out which fraction is that line that what you're measuring stops at. So start at the half, and then go between the 0 and the half to a quarter, and then from 0 to a quarter, half is an eighth. That's what the line you're measuring goes to, one of those lines, so you're measuring eighths. Here's where knowing equivalent fractions can be helpful, because if you know that half is 4/8, then you can just go to the 5/8, 3/4 is 6/8, and then 7/8. So this is what it looks like on a ruler. You can clearly see that the inch lines, the 0 and the 1, are longer than all of the others. In the middle, the half inch. Between the 0 and the half, and between the half and the 1, you can find the 1/4 inch marks and the 3/4 inch, because they're the next tallest. And between the 0 and the quarter, the eighths, and then you can find the 16ths. 1/16, 1/8, 3/16, 1/4, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 1/2, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, and 1, just 16/16.